So, day 6 has just ended at the 2025 World Darts Championship, and I'm going to obviously go through all of the afternoon session and the evening session results, giving my thoughts, feelings, and sort of basically recapping the action at the Alexandra Palace. Now, as you're aware, on the afternoon session, there was only 3 games in the afternoon session. I will talk about that in a second as to why there wasn't the 4. So we'll start off with the first game then. Stephen Burton 0, Alexander Merckx 3. Stephen Burton played quite well, to be fair, in a lot of the game, and Alexander Merckx just done exactly what he needed to do, taking out doubles when he needed to, getting some big scores when he needed to, when Stephen Burton was sort of putting him under a bit of pressure. And it is a bit of a shock to me. Obviously, I said in my prediction video, I don't know who Alexander Merckx is. I've not really seen much of him at all. Obviously, it was his debut at the World Championship this year and played really well on debut. He is into round 2. The second game then was Wessel Nijman 3, Cameron Carolison 2. What a talent Wessel Nijman is. An unbelievable young talent from the Netherlands. And again, Cameron Carolison done South Africa proud in this game, pushed Wessel Nijman all the way, and Wessel Nijman managed to find a way in the 5th and final set to book his place into the second round, where he takes on the rockstar Joe Cullen. And again, Cameron showing that ability that these international qualifiers and the Pro Tour Order of Merit qualifiers have. They have that grit and desire. They really want to obviously get a win at the Alexandra Palace to boost their confidence going into the next season. But Wessel Nijman finds a way. He beats Cameron Carolison 3-2. Now, the third game of the afternoon session was meant to be Ian White taking on Sandro Erik Sosing, but Sandro Erik Sosing was taken into hospital minutes before his game against Ian White, which means Ian White has a progression into the second round straight away without playing a walkover into the second round. Now, before I even talk about Ian White getting into the second round, condolences to the family of Sandro Erik Sosing. We don't know the extent of what happened with Sandro. We just know that I think he collapsed or something before the game, so he had to be rushed to hospital. Look, condolences to him and his family. Hope that he gets a speedy recovery. But Ian White into the second round on his 13th appearance at the World Darts Championship. That is massive for him. And then the final game of the afternoon was Stephen Bunting beating Kai Gotthard 3-1. Now, Kai Gotthard took the first set off Stephen Bunting. Let's go Bunting mental. Found a way, a 3-1 win in the end for the Bullet over Kai Gotthard. I said Kai Gotthard was a good player. I said that in his first round match against Alan Suter, but the match against Stephen Bunting just proved too much. Let's have a look at the evening session result. So then normal services resumed in the evening session, back to the 4 games in the session. Started off with Mickey Mansell 3-1 against Tomoya Goto. Tomoya had darts in each of the sets to win a set, but just couldn't really materialise any sort of chance into a winning opportunity. Lost 3-1. Mickey Mansell will not take too much from that game because he played really poor at times. Mickey Mansell sets up a second round tie with the Ferret, the Welsh world number 1, Johnny Clayton. But again, wasn't the best of Mickey Mansell, but got the job done. The next game, Florian Hempel 3, Jeffrey de Zwaan 1. We saw glimpses of the best Jeffrey de Zwaan that we saw from 4 or 5 years ago. Some really good doubling, some good checkouts from Jeffrey. But again, Florian Hempel just loves this stage, just loves this tournament at the World Darts Championship. Every time the German gets here at this tournament, he just finds a way of producing some magical moments. That game for me was probably the game of the night. Some really good finishing, some good scoring from both players. And it was definitely a game that if you didn't watch, you definitely would have missed. The penultimate game was an all-Irish clash between William O'Connor and Dylan Slevin. And Dylan Slevin took the Magpie to the cleaners. Some ridiculous scoring from Dylan. Obviously going into this, William O'Connor definitely was going to be the favourite, 48th in the world. Dylan Slevin not really had the best of year on the Pro Tour, but he found a way on the big stage. He sets up an interesting game against Dimitri Van den Berg. I believe that will be Sunday. And again, a really good result for Dylan Slevin. Massive amount of prize money on his rankings. And then the final game was Michael Van Gerwen 3, James Hurrell 0. Nobody has talked about Michael Van Gerwen winning this tournament. It's been Luke Littler, Luke Humphries, Gary Anderson. That has been the three main players that everyone is talking about winning this World Championship. Obviously, Littler and Humphries are up there for obvious reasons. Gary Anderson has probably been, if not the best player in form this year. But Michael Van Gerwen, 3-0 win, done what he needed to do. You know, again, not the vintage MVG performance from 2016, 2017. But again, it was getting the job done for Michael Van Gerwen to book his place into the third round. So those are the results for the afternoon and evening session. Let me know your thoughts down below from today and tonight's action. And like I said, before I end the video, you know, thoughts and feelings go out to Sandro Erik Sosing and his friends and family. Obviously, we don't know the extent of what happened, but hopefully that he has a speedy recovery and we hear news soon. And I will be back tomorrow morning to predict day number 7, my lucky number. And it sees the best player in the world, Luke the Nuke Littler, in action. But yeah, thank you guys for your support. Again, please make sure to smash a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll speak to you in the next video tomorrow morning. And yeah, what a night at the Alexandra Palace.